And I'm in the area to harvest wood from, because there's a lot of dry stuff here. And yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, is gonna stream for a bit after I chill here. I'm gonna find a spot. I'm gonna chill right here for a bit because I'm near the area I like to, harvest my woods from. Because as you can see, I've got a bunch cut here that is ready to come up with me. I cut it myself. Right over there, I got a bunch of cut stuff. Cut it down myself, got it ready. Now I just got to bring it back to the camp. Not too far off from camp, so woo. And yeah, just gonna find somewhere to chill for a bit, because I've been walking for a few hours, which I do a lot. Oh, and it's snowing out. Can't you tell? Not bad today. It's not bad snow, so who cares? But this is life, Ow! I hit myself in the face with a stick. That's better. But yeah, no, that's life, It's always snowing here in the bush, ow. Just trying to get to my spot where I've been gathering dead wood, cutting it down, leaving it. See, this is where I've been putting my wood. That's a pile I've been cutting down for I've been cutting this down for a week. It's all dead stuff. Good burning. It's right there. And yeah, that's where I've been heading, because I want to drag half of that back with me tonight before it gets buried in snow. Then I've got bigger logs at camp saved under my tarps. It's just, that stuff there is good for cooking on. I'll show off my big hardwood any day of the week. But yeah, that's it. I'm in snowy woods. Such is life, Actually, I'm very fortunate I've got this area. I'm in the area where my camp is. And it's on a rise, but it's on the low land, so you'd think there's a huge risk for flooding, but there's a rise up, so it's like a valley with a hill. I'm on the hills, and then a valley, so there's no risk of flooding where I am. But actually also helps with the snow. Like, the high winds it's been very windy out, but it doesn't hit me, so it just kind of grazes the top of me and blows all the snow drifts over that way. Makes it a bitch to get out, but at least, something. Nope, there's nobody around to give it away to. There's no one around to see the fires. That's why I have no problem having fires where I am. Like, the highway is that way. Not at you, but that way. But to get to it, I gotta go up a small hill. Not a small hill, but a hill. And then cross a ditch that I had to build a bridge for. And then there's some more woods in the highway. You can hear it, but once I get out of here and down the ditch and up the hill, I have to wear snowshoes because there's just so much fucking snow piled up. Here, I can at least get around because a lot of the snow just gets blown that way, and it's not up to my waist here. I can actually maneuver. And it's not that bad. I'm gonna sit down my big butt down on a log. Please don't be cold. Please don't be cold. How did I become homeless in the first place? It's a very long story, and I'll give you the cliff notes of. I did very well for myself in life. I did the right thing. I took an apprenticeship, was a crane operator. I did the right thing. It's not like I just I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be homeless. Woo! I'm 36. I got sick. One day I'm at work and I have a seizure. massive, massive seizure, and I do a lot of damage to the area. Well, that seizure didn't stop with that. They took me to the hospital, and I had seizure after seizure after seizure after seizure. It took them about 3 weeks to calm them down. Get me on some medication and stuff. But what they don't tell you is, up here in Canada, if you have a seizure, you lose your driver's license for your car, and you need a lot of specialized licenses to operate cranes and whatnot. And I lost those. So there I am with no income, having seizures, disabled. And then I find out my wife has been fucking around on me for years, stealing money, hoarding money, spending everything I was making. And I was making 6 figures, well into the 6 figures. So there's nothing there, and she's fucking around on me, and then she's like, I want a divorce because I'm not able to do my job anymore, bringing the money. And I lasted for a while, trying to get on disability, been fighting to get on disability for 4 years. But no, they'd rather offer you MAID up here in Canada, which is medical assisted death. And yeah, finally ran out of funds last year. Ran through everything. Tried to find a job that they would hire me. Took 10 months. No one would hire me. I finally found a part-time job way up here in Sudbury. But yeah, that's the story. First of all, the military, all you're going to get out of the military is you're going to learn how to be homeless. I already know how to do that. Okay, I don't know how to be homeless with PTSD. That's what the military will get you. The military is a crock of shit. That and saying is, they're also not going to take a person who has a seizure disorder and multiple sclerosis. It's -9. No, not like I've got MS. I've got multiple sclerosis and a seizure disorder. The seizures, I can handle those. Those are more related to stress. The more stressed I am, stress and anxiety. The more stressed and anxious I am, the more likely I'm going to start having seizures. What I can't control is the MS. I'm on 25 different pills a day. Sorry, 25 pills a day and 9 different medications. I'll never give up. I'll never give up. Like, I was homeless in Toronto for 10 months until I gave up on the city. Like, I was out every single day trying to find any work that would take me. I know I can't do labor because I'm a hazard. Walmarts, big box stores, small retailers, no one would hire me. And I was putting out 15 resumes every single day. I had a routine. I would go from camp to the library, put out resumes, go back. Every single day, the same thing without fail. I came up here because I got an interview up in Sudbury, which is 5 hours north of Toronto, and it's very cold. It's -9 right now. Came up here for an interview that I didn't get because I was honest, and they saw the no fixed address on my ID. So I was really pissed off. On the way up here, I managed to score another interview at my current employer. I showed up there early. I showed up there a day earlier than I was supposed to just to find the place because it's in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, I showed up and I was like, I actually have an interview here tomorrow. I just wanted to find the place. I wasn't too sure. I didn't want to be, stumbling around tomorrow. And she's like, oh, you're here for the interview tomorrow? Yeah. Oh, it's great to meet you. And I was hired on the spot. And it's only 2 days a week, but it covers my $630 medical bill every month. Oh, I'm quite happy with that. You don't have to send anything, Abdullah. But if you want, I've got a PayPal address. I won't say no. I know I need every penny I can get because it's beginning to look like Christmas. And yeah, it's snowing. Plenty of this white crap. And yeah, definitely hit the like button. The like button helps everything out too. It's like the same thing we were talking about. Yeah, it's grown from 15,000. I was at 15,000 on the 1st, and now I'm at 15,483 last time I checked. It's growing pretty quickly. It's been amazing. A year, and I did 13,334 new subscribers, which was incredible. Oh, dude, thank you very much. Thank you for the super and the like, and that's awesome. How long? Well, I'm going to be honest. I don't consider myself homeless anymore. The word homeless, and it always should have a very negative connotation to it. The word homeless should be used because it's a very dirty, bad word, and I think it should be used as that way. I see homeless as a person who is destitute, no hope, no options. I don't consider myself homeless anymore. Yeah, I've got my little shelter and I'm in the woods. I consider myself a bushman now. That's at least in my eyes. That's better. But how long have I been living outdoors is a better question. That is the better question is 12. So it was a year in October. So 14 months. And oh my god, another one. Holy crap, thank you very much. I am a noob. I'm a very big noob. Yeah, actually, you should see all my big hardwood back there. I'm going to be dragging all the wood I've been cutting down to my shack because I want to have extra. Last night, it dipped down to minus 17. And inside my shelter stays relatively warm, but I didn't want to freeze my ass off last night, so I had a fire going all night long on the outside of the shack. Like, I kept throwing wood on it all night. I did a fire live stream with a very small fire, but I just kept throwing more and more wood on that when I went to bed, and I had a nice big bonfire heating the inside of my tent up as we played one game of Catan on the Discord, and then we ended up just shooting the shit with one of our members, Bushcraft Rebooted. He's an awesome guy too, very smart man. Check his channel out. He knows a lot about knives. He's ex-military. He's like one of 100 people who are licensed to build wingsuits in the world. Very awesome guy. Oh no, I appreciate that. Thank you very much for the super, and I'm actually enjoying this, just chilling in the woods. I don't want to stray too far from here. The wood I need is just over here. The wood I cut. Like, I'll show you what I've been doing on this area. There's a lot of dead wood here. So I came through here and I've been cutting my way in. Before I couldn't get in here. But back here there were a lot of these dead they're not black walnut. That's black walnut. But it's a bunch of combination, and I've been back here cutting down dead young trees, but piling them there. And the goal today is I've got a rope in my pocket. I'm gonna tie a rope to that, drag it back to camp. As I need more wood. I need all the wood I can get. I've got a handsaw. I'm gonna leave that as it is. I don't really need an axe. Axes are great to have, but I have a handsaw, and I've got a hammer. I use a hammer and a split to split wood. I don't like the energy it takes to swing an axe, so I'll put a stump on the ground, put a stump in front of me, sit on the stump, put my wood here, use my split, and baton it. But that's because I'm lazy. Oh, work. I love my job. The thing about it is I only get to go 2 days a week. I was already there Monday, Tuesday this week because Canada Post is on strike. My boss needed to get our supplies in, and our distributor uses Canada Post to do the rural deliveries for her. Direct delivery through them, and they're on strike, so she couldn't get the supplies. So she had to take off Monday and Tuesday to go get them, so I worked. Monday afternoon, I'm sitting there at 12 o'clock. Her ex-husband shows up with her youngest kid, because they're divorced. She's like in her 40s, and doesn't matter how old they are. And he's like, where's your boss? Where is she? I've never met this guy before either. I don't know. Well, he's like, she's sick. She's got to take care of her. She's got 2 younger children and 1 kid that's 20. Like, well, she's not going to be back for all day. I was like, oh, well, you have to. And he left the kid there with a person he's never met, doesn't know if I'm a fucking complete psychopath, left the kid there with me. I called my boss, and yeah, the kid sat in the back room because she's sick. I gave her a game to play, and yeah. The next day, she asked if I could come in again to do a full shift, which I did, but also babysit her kid because she can't drive her kid around for a 6-hour round trip to go pick up our supplies. And that was my Monday, Tuesday at work and babysitting. But I do like having purpose, you know. There's something to be said about having just any job. It makes you feel good. Hi, Chance. Oh, don't know, Nanda. Chance, just time out, don't hide, please. Yeah, timing out is fine. Everybody gets a chance. Oh, Cornish misses. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Emma. I know I'm a freaking noob. But, I think it's different. Yes and no. I've got, it was a tent, and now it's more. I modified the tent a lot. Duct tape, garbage bag full of leaves over it, a sheet over it, duct tape bag, duct tape and leaves over that, concrete tarp and a regular green tarp. Underneath the tent is a bunch of leaves and brush to make it nice and cushiony off the ground. My sleeping pads and like 12 sleeping bags in there. It's warm. And this is honestly, I use my tent, I use my camp to sleep. I don't hang out there all day. This is what I do. I'll walk in the bush, cut wood, watch the animals, go fishing, set traps. I don't just hang out in my camp all day. I do stuff like this. I got the woods. There's no better entertainment than the woods. Yeah, it's my fault. I haven't been live very often. It was kind of getting to me going live every single day. Depends, Chris. I will not go to a homeless shelter. They are not a place for humans to be. You go to a homeless shelter, all that's there is drugs, bed bugs, and illness. You will get sick. You will get robbed. I would prefer over a homeless shelter than here. I'm a bushman. I can survive like this. This makes me happy. I don't want to be in a homeless shelter. That is how you die. I'd rather be a bushman. Holy crap. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate that. You freaking rock too. Where am I? Sorry, the chat stalled. Yeah, no. You don't want... The only sex you're getting from a homeless shelter is the bad kind. The kind that you don't want. You'll get sick there. I'll be honest, I tried to get into a homeless shelter when I was still considering myself homeless. My first 5 months out here in the winter last year, starting October. The problem was they were all full. They were turning away 500-600 people a day to fend for themselves. And they said, in the morning when you first wake up, they said, okay, here's your case number, and give us a call in a few hours. You call in a few hours, and they tell you to call back in a couple hours. You do that again, they say, just call us tomorrow, we'll have something for tomorrow, and you repeat the process every single day for 5 months. By then, I'd given up. I tried. I didn't want to be out here. I was scared and alone. And then I learned that it's not that difficult to actually survive outside by yourself. It's not that hard. Like, look at me. It's -9 out, and I look like I've got nothing on. I'm doing well. Like, I've got sweatpants on and this here. this hoodie. But it's what's underneath that counts, is the t-shirt that I've got underneath, or the full body long underwear that I've got on underneath that. That keeps you warm. It doesn't take much. Oh, that's the thing. There is something called the home industrial complex. People are getting rich because of the homeless. That's why they want it. And it's not just that. Is society needs homeless people. If there were no homeless, they use this as consequences. Like, if you do this, you'll end up like this. When that's not the case. It was just a really bad day. Used as tools by the government, and then were used as tools by charities and organizations to get money that make millions of dollars. They could solve the problem tomorrow if they wanted, but they don't, because they're making too much money. Is that better? I have not read that, no. Is the connection any better? Good. I have not raised the ragged trouser philanthropist. But I'm going to show you how close to camp I just was. Like, this is all my area. I'm heading back to camp right now. Hey James, long time no see. I live in Sudbury now. Then I'll show you some other places that I was going to think as a build site, where I've got supplies to build. Money and work. Mostly work. This is my special little area. This is where my camp is. See, that's my camp. No, but there are a lot of animal tracks. Been finding these damn things all over the woods, and I've been slowly dragging them here. Actually, I made a video of them yesterday. These damn things. Been finding pallets everywhere, and I'm going to use them. It's just me. There's no one around here. There was a person in a truck who got my other camp discovered, and I think he moved on because he's gone now, probably out of embarrassment, because the setup I had was amazing, and I don't have it anymore because of him. And that's where I am, and this is what I'm working on. I'll show you the supplies I've been slowly dragging in. It's another grove of trees. And when you're building a shelter, these things are amazing. Groves protect you from wind, protect you from snow, protect you from a lot. But these are the supplies I've been slowly dragging in. So I was thinking about doing a big ass build. I'm working on that. It'll be like right in this area where no one will see, and I'll do a lot of work on disguising it because, again, it's a nice little grove. Hey, warrior. Yep. I'm a lumberjack and that's okay. But yeah, that's welcome. Emma, you joined. That's awesome. But yeah, if you want, I can accept. I don't like begging, and I feel horrible ever saying. So if you want, I feel horrible for saying these, telling you what I've got. But the channel's got memberships. I can accept supers. I will always accept supers. I love them. It feels like begging, and I want to punch myself for saying it. And again, if you don't want to do a super and let YouTube take the monies, I also have PayPal. But it's not necessary. I'm doing okay. Just walking through the woods. Oh, Chris, here's a fun story. We've been working on it together with a bunch of people from a subreddit, a hobo cookbook. Well, a few of us have been going in on it together, compiling our recipes, because one thing is, I've learned how to, they might not be visually appealing, but I've learned how to cook what I've got and make it damn well delicious. Like, this here would be a horrible spot to set up a camp. Dead trees, rotting trees. If you see like even one rotting tree like this, chances are most of them are dead or dying. If you camp here in this exact location, you will die. A tree will fall on you. You look for a spot where even the small trees are healthy. There is at least a variety of species around you to do that. But yeah, I'm actually having a really good time with you guys today. I was doing a lot of streaming in the past where I was like 3-4 times a week, an hour and a half at a time, and it just burnt me out. I wasn't enjoying it. This I am enjoying. Like, I've been out here all day, and I figured why not share life with you guys, because soon I'm going to have to get back to hauling hardwood. Oh man, it's not that I'm knowledgeable. It's not that I'm knowledgeable at all. You're talking to a person who has experience now for a year at this. You're talking, I put it this way, is surviving in the cold, surviving the winter has got to be it's got to be an easy thing, because a pampered son of a bitch such as myself did it and is doing it. In all honesty, put me 2 years ago and say I would be living in the woods like this, I'd say, yeah, I'd be dead in a day. But you'd be surprised how much you learn, how quickly you have to you learn it, just out of necessity. When you have no other option, that's exactly the point. When there is no other options, when you have no other options, you learn fast. You can do it. That's the thing, is you would, holy shit. I just scared the crap out of a bunny. Okay, I want to say I scared the crap out of him, but he just scared the shit out of me. Come back, little bunny. We're gonna go track him down. I can see your footprints. Yep, there you are. Okay. His footprint right there. So he went this way. I'm going to go this way too. And he's gone. I see where he went. So he went that way. See? Right there. He just ran that way. Means I should put some rabbit traps up around here. But nothing for breakfast. I'll do dinner tonight. Dinner is always the better option. Dinner is always my best option. I'll start a fire tonight with the wood. And I'll make, I've got a couple cans of chili. I'll make those. I'll fry some cabbage first, and I'll add a couple cans of chili into it and cook it that way. Chili and cabbage sounds pretty good. I have a love affair of chili. With chili. I'm sorry, Bunny. I didn't mean to scare you, bud. Well, someone's going to the hospital. On this road, you hear this a lot. Sirens from ambulances and police, because this is like the main road out to the Crown land. And last night, for the whole night, they had search and rescue helicopters going over. It was pretty wild. I caught some of it on Livestream too. There were search and rescue helicopters going over because somebody got lost. Oh, look what I just found. Look at that. You know what that is? If I wanted to be a jerk, I could get myself some fresh rabbit. I just set a trap up out in front. But I won't. Oh, that's dumbass Bunny. I followed his footprints right back to his home. I'm sorry, bud. I don't want to know where you live. Food banks don't work that way up here. Food banks, the rules with them have changed. Before, you could go to a food bank if you needed food, and they'd give it to you. Doesn't work that way anymore. You have to. They all have service areas now, so you have to have identification with that service area on it. It's because of the international students were abusing the system, which I perfectly understand. You can't. You shouldn't have people abusing a system like that. If you're here internationally, you should be able to live. Yep. How did I build up the guts to put my face out there? If you watch some of the older videos and the older streams, I wasn't. I was doing this this black face mask and these big, thick sunglasses. How did I get to that? Well, I lost the sunglasses, and I just look ridiculous with the face mask on. So it was either do one and look stupid, or get rid of it and show off my face. I didn't have much of a choice. I just did it. There's no point in, thinking, oh, people are going to laugh at me. Fuck that. People laugh at me all the time. I get called queso every single goddamn stream at least once. There's no point in giving a shit what people think about you. It's pointless. Like, I just made a video. People can be assholes. I just made a video out of a person who he's got homeless survival tip number 1 for you. Don't be homeless. The guy's a genius. Yeah. But no, people are gonna be dicks no matter what. You just gotta filter out the assholes. No, I'm bushman queso. I'm the queso that loves the bush. I see the bunny again. He's out of hiding. Oh, come on, bud. You're gonna get eaten by a hawk, man. You know the coyotes hang out around here. It's not safe for you, dude. Even worse, I want meat today. I might come at you. I know where you live, bro. So I'm just trying to warn a rabbit. I could see him hopping off in the distance. I am a naturally positive person, but it also backfires on me because it's not that I'm a positive person. I am. I am. There's a problem with positive people. Their positives are really positive, but when they're not positive, they're very, very negative. And I'm not positive all the time. Like, I suffer from anxiety, and it's you never know what's actually going to set you off. Like last night, we were talking on Discord with my buddy Bushcraft, Bushcraft, and Platypus, and we were just talking. Like he was a skydiving instructor for like 15, 20 years, ex-military. He is like one of 100 people on the planet who is qualified to make parachutes and wingsuits. A very interesting guy, and he can't do that anymore because the economy for it collapsed during COVID, and now they're just hiring these young guys. And we were talking about that, and all of a sudden, my anxiety just set myself off. I was like, fuck, I know what it's like. I can't do the one thing I was good at. I can't operate my crane. I can't be up there anymore. What the fuck? What the fuck? I feel useless. And I went from, just chilling, not anxious, just having a good time, to 6 fucking 100 degrees of my mind is racing. I'm about to have a complete fucking meltdown. That's the way my mind works. This I can handle outdoors. This doesn't hurt me. I've learned that there are some people that are just meant to be in the woods and meant to be outdoors all the time. I think it's worse for me to be indoors. Like, I want this life, just not in this situation. I would like this life where I have my own small cabin on my own land where I can do what I want. That's a life to me with some solar panels and internet access. That's a must. But way up north, I can do that. I would be happy. And I've really learned that there are some people that are just meant for that. And I'm one of them. Mind you, if I was completely isolated with the solitude, I think I'd lose my fucking mind because you guys have kept me sane. Yeah, Adeline. Yeah, I'm good now. I'm gonna not exactly. I don't like watching myself talk. Like right now, I'm looking at the camera. Right, I'm not looking at myself. I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at I'm looking at the brush over there. I'm looking at the plants and stuff on the ground. I don't look at myself on the camera. I'm looking at. I'll show you what I was looking at. That right there, right in the center of the screen. That brown bits. I don't really look at the camera. It looks like I'm looking at you guys. It looks like I'm doing stuff, but I've either got my eyes out of focus, so I'm looking at the background, or I've got them in super focus where I'm like looking at the camera directly. I've got a setup where it's very warm. I'm comfortable in my shack. Underneath my tent, I've got about 7 inches of leaves in bags piled up so it's comfortable. And in there, I've got sleeping pads, and I'm sleeping on like, what, 3 sleeping bags plus the 4 over top of me. And I've got a backup. I've got 12 sleeping bags all in total, and one of them is electric. Hey, Bushcraft, this is the guy I'm talking about. If you want, check this guy's channel out. He's a really neat guy. He's showing off his knives and stuff, but he's a very skilled individual. He's a great talker. You should check his channel out. Bushcraft freaking rocks. Scrabble. I'm in for a few games of Scrabble tonight. Definitely. Hey, honey. How you doing? Uh, it's an electric sleeping bag, not an electric blanket. There's a difference. Why would you need an electric sleeping bag for anywhere but the woods? That's the thing. Does it work with one of these? Legit, one of these will keep it going for about 24 hours. I've only used it once because I'm warm enough, but they will run out. It runs an electric sleeping bag will run off a power bank. Oh, thank you, Inspector Gadgets. Inspector Gadgets. Sorry, something just came to my mind. I appreciate that. Wow. And what? It's almost 3 o'clock. I want to start a fire around 4 o'clock. When it starts to get dark. I should really start gathering wood. That's another point for the queso tally. We're at what, 188 now? Almost at big 200. Yeah, lead hit. I want to. I'm working on doing more. I can only make so many of those videos before they catch on that I don't need my channel devolving into just, girls' nipples. All those videos are so on the edge of what is acceptable on YouTube. And, you know, I don't want to get flagged, so I'm trying to be. I've got hundreds and hundreds of videos to do them. But, again, a lot of them are very questionable because these girls are just. First of all, their videos are getting 500 fucking million views, $200,000 for a short video, which it hurts me deeply. It really hurts me deeply. So bad. It hurts. It hurts. But they're also selling their OnlyFans, and like, those things are this close to being full on porn. Not really snaring. I don't want to. I ate the rabbit that I caught. I did not like the rabbit that I caught. Not one bit. I'd have to work on the spices. But funny you say that. I was just following a rabbit around like 15 minutes ago. I found where he lives. I might have to go over to say hi to him. Yeah, no, sex does sell, but I don't think the thing of me sitting there with licking my goddamn nipples is going to work very well. Not on YouTube. Not for me. No one want to see my hairy nips. Nate's walks. I was in construction actually. I was a train operator, but it is what she is. Honey, I know you would, but that's because you're a freak. I know you'd watch, but I wouldn't make any money. I might make $10. Well, Jojo, I would actually do something like that. but I don't have the skills, and I'm living in the bush. I'd get something infected. I want to figure something to do like that. Would be awesome. That'd be fun to do. Queso is streamer, and I got another one. Oh, not much is up. Just chilling. Just chilling. In fact, I think I'm gonna have to end this stream in the next few minutes because I've got to start going to drag my wood over so I can have a fire. Get a fire going. It's gonna start. I have to get a fire going tonight if I'm gonna cook. I might try to just jump on stream when I'm having a fire too. Yeah, I know. I don't have any way to boil it. I've got a small pan. All that I've got to do is cook on that, and I can do roasting. If I have the right spice mixture, I will do that. But I don't. I have to figure out the correct spices to do gaminess. So hey guys, I'm gonna call this a night and another for the queso tally. Welcome, John. So Jason. So you guys have a great night, great day. I've got to start dragging wood over, getting ready for my fires, and do some more prep work because there's going to be snowing for the next day nonstop, and it's starting to build up down here, and it's cold, -9, so I got to do that now. You guys have a good day. It's been fun sharing my saunter through the woods. Bye.